Good. All right, bang, bang. Welcome to the Dave Portnoy Show with Eddie and Company, presented by TRADEZERO. Dave, that's your trading app.
Yeah, I use it. Stock market's getting work today, so not great. Wish I didn't have it today. But if you're going to trade, it's to have, unless you're doing like the other guys, Dogecoin, which is up to a gazillion. I trade stocks. It's the best one to use for stocks. In honor of me moving to Miami, not for a little bit, I'm here now, but Mr. 305 TRADEZERO will be giving new users $305 worth of sign-up bonuses. Sign up with TRADEZERO through tradezero.us/Dave. You're going to get 5 months of pro trading package for free, a $10 sliced pizza gift card, $305 in value. Initial account minimum is $2,500. Again, it's what I use. It never fails. When you see all the other sites and Twitter going freaking because I don't know, Robinhood's down or whatever's down. Never with TRADEZERO. It's been perfect since I've used it. That's the best endorsement I can give. So tradezero.us/Dave, and you get $305 worth of value for free. Initial account minimum $2,500. Don't just trade TRADEZERO.
Big episode. We're here. We're at HQ. Dave's back from Miami. Sounds like a bag of shit.
Yeah, I got a cold. What are you going to do? I don't have the vid. I don't have COVID. I know that. No, I know what COVID feels like. I've had it twice, 3 times. This isn't it. I just have a cold.
Okay. No vid.
No, I definitely don't. I just have a cold.
Big show, though. We got to rally for
the king.
Show. The king.
Have you ever met him?
No, first time.
There's a lot of people swirling around the office being like, oh my God, a legend's here, the king's here. It's like, I obviously know Simon. I want to say well, but I know him well enough. So I'm not like freaking, but people are freaking out. He's got his place in Barstool lure forever.
It's, you could argue, a Mount Rushmore moment.
Yeah, it's definitely, a lot of people still come up. They're like, I really fell in love with Barstool during the entire Pirate Kings saga.
Jared Goff.
Yeah, Jared Goff's one of them. I hear it a decent amount. Like, yeah, you got to watch that whole episode of when Pirate Simon was born.
So welcome, Simon. I mean, where do we start here, Dave? Was this the first time you've seen him for how long?
I bumped into him.
I think in Nantucket.
But I've bumped into you, I feel like, multiple times.
Yeah, for sure. Just randomly, too.
Yeah, and he's in cahoots with the Bubbly Gang, I think, a little bit.
Just move up a little bit on the mic.
I wouldn't say in cahoots, but...
Well, there's no other way to describe. When you're in with the Bubbly Gang, it's always cahoots.
Okay, I can respect that. Yeah, that's fair.
What's your... Hank said the same thing to you.
No, I mean...
What did Hank say?
Hank said, oh, are you guys going to bring up the fact that he's basically Bubbly Gang?
Yeah, he's in cahoots.
I was in Newport this summer with the Bubbly Gang. Yes.
Right, you shared a house, right?
I did, yes.
Can't be more cahoots than that, Eddie.
That is accurate, yeah.
So do you feel like he's a traitor? What do you think about that?
No, because he's not part of what we're doing here. So, I mean, I can't outside, and it's not like we are ever friends.
I'm also not part of Bubbly Gang.
Well, you're in cahoots with him.
Sure, okay. In cahoots, yeah, that's accurate. Like I said.
He's in cahoots with him.
Yeah.
Hey, where do you stand as far as you two? Because I think you last left off that there were some demanding texts.
Well, no, I mean, I think I don't think there's, from my perspective, any animosity with the king. So, from my memory now, and I didn't go through, obviously the entire Pirate Salmon saga happened, and it was probably right before moving to New York, if I'm kind of getting the thing. So Simon was in between, like, looking for a job because doing the internship, we were starting to move. And if I recall, something was said, I'm like, I'll give you a job if you wear a patch, an eye patch. I wanted to dress like a pirate for like a month straight or a year straight.
I think it started off as a month straight.
Okay, yeah. And was it just an eye patch?
It started off with I think it was an eye patch and maybe a hat, something like that.
Maybe
I think it was an eye patch though, for sure.
I forget I want him distinctively to be like known as the pirate guy. So he gets off the subway in New York. It's like this guy, you see the same people in your commute. It's like this guy's dressed as a pirate everywhere he goes. So I offered that, and he wrote back. And he's right here, so I don't mean to talk about the king in the third person. If I'm not mistaken, he demanded an apology.
I did. I grew a pair of balls that were way too big for me and demanded an apology.
So he's like, basically for using, my vibe was like, I didn't care about anybody. I was using him as content, etc. And I didn't have like feelings. And so it was a long, like, not only did he not accept the offer, he wanted a formal apology for the way he was treated during the
best
saga.
part about it was Dave responded and was like, "Okay, so if you wear a pirate costume now for a year, I'll give it to you." It's like eye patches out, full
So
pirate
yeah, I
costume.
don't remember that. So I guess that's a
Oh, yeah.
classic Dante the Dawn Pirate Simon negotiation where I said you wear a patch for a month. He said I want an apology. I said wear an entire pirate costume for the outfit, and then there wasn't much talk. You probably got real world. I don't know what you do in the real world. The Barstool's fake life. I tell that to everybody who works here. It's like, it's romper room. It beats being in the real world. Eddie, you've been in the real world. I've been in the real world. There's very few jobs you wake up, you don't hate going to your life. So my guess is Pirate encountered that a little bit, and he came back, and he was essentially like, is the pirate offer still on the table?
I did. Yeah. I came into the office. I was told to show up by an unnamed individual.
Public gang?
Yeah. And I showed up, and you looked at me, and you were like, "The fuck are you doing here?" I was like, I was told that you knew I was coming. You're like, absolutely.
Were you
not.
dressed as a pirate or no?
I was not. No.
That you probably should have done.
I should have. Yeah.
Public
Looking
gang
back,
didn't tell me that. And then there's been ongoing whispers about Rough and Rowdy, which I had nothing to do with, but Gaz would eventually be like, the king wants to fight in Rough and Rowdy.
This is a Gaz pot stirring moment. Yeah,
okay, yeah. So you never wanted to do that.
No, I mean I would. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm sure. I mean, why not?
You wanted Dana, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
right?
what I was told. Like you had some
Yeah,
issue with Dana.
I don't have any like real issue with Dana. Paul was like, "Who would you fight?" And I was like, "I don't know who anyone like." Dana, like I don't know who else is like my size.
Yeah.
I have no one else like that.
Well, Dana's way bigger than you are.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that one, but yeah. So he's been in and out, and that's so. But I don't. Other than like, I didn't even know there was animosity till he wrote like, "I demand an apology."
No, and there's no animosity now.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I didn't think
it's
so.
not.
I mean, and to be honest, I've said this before. In what surprised me, that he ate it up. Like he reveled in being the king for a while. Like I remember that picture from Fenway Park. He's
all timer.
He's up like this in the crowd. I mean, he became famous. He never seemed ashamed, which I'm not saying you should, but like the demand the apology, that almost felt like he just had a bad day type thing. I don't know where that one came.
I mean
from.
that was what now? That was 7 years ago now.
It was a long time
Yeah,
ago.
it was 2014, I think. So
Yeah.
I'm not really. I don't know why I sent that, what I was feeling, but yeah, no, that was just,
because
like
in the scheme of him and I knowing each other, I never felt like, oh, he was super mad, except for that one email. There was never any indication. Like you said, he wore it. He became very well known in that brief time because it exploded, and he owned it. He was the king.
Do you really would have given him a job if he did that?
100%.
And do you at all like regret like, hey, it was just a fucking pirate?
I have no
show?
idea what he does now, by the way.
I work in advertising. I run like growth advertising for a company called Little Spoon. Funny enough, but we sell baby and kids food on a subscription model.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like, I'm sure he's very happy. I'd want to kill myself if I was doing that, but it sounds fulfilling.
He said he smokes it. He said he's as well.
What? I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
The king is a very affable guy.
So is it a standing offer though? Like if he shows up tomorrow,
It
in the
was
pirate
so
garb,
far removed from that saga that no, clearly it wasn't, because he did at one point say, hey, I'll do it. But it's such a different time and a different space and a different place. I was far more involved.
Yeah.
Obviously. But it would have been funny.
It would have been funny. Do I regret it? I mean, like, looking back, it would have been awesome. It would have been great. It would have been so much fun, like being in New York City, walking around like a pirate. The first like 2 months would have fucking sucked, and then like after that, it would have been like, oh, that's the pirate guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
it's not beyond. I made Hank wear that shirt for like.
Yeah, you made him wear it swimming too. Yeah.
He's a
troll shirt,
So
yeah.
I listen. What at some point, Simon got mad about it.
Well, someone probably got in your ear, I assume, was like, hey, dude, don't take that shit.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was, but that's probably where it came from. To be honest with you, yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Public Gang. Although
Public
that's
Gang?
as much as I talk about him, that seems very much up his alley. So I doubt that.
Yeah, he would probably want that too. He was
Yeah,
like in content.
He was there for the show.
For sure. Well, how's the interactions been though, Simon? Like, what's your wildest interactions? Does it still
Do
happen?
people still, if they see you?
So right now, not so much because I have no hair, so people don't recognize me.
yeah, you
this
do look different.
Yeah, this summer
You look far more put together
I feel more put together
than
Yeah,
your entire existence with us.
yeah. Yeah, no,
That's an All Saints sweatshirt.
That
That's
is,
like
yeah.
a trendy-ish brand.
trendy-ish. Yeah,
Ish.
we'll take
Ish.
that.
I mean, I wear
No,
that
I'll
a
take
lot.
it. It's comfy.
Ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I went bald this summer. I was like, my hair was just like, my hair was thinning, and I was like,
You
know
got a
what?
good bald head.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
circular. So I mean,
Yeah.
not so much anymore. And not so much in New York. I mean, obviously it's COVID times, and like we're not like going out to bars. Like, I mean, it happens here and there, but much more in Boston than me living in New York. Nothing like really too crazy. Just like people will take pictures of me from across a bar, tweet the picture of me at me, and it's like, go just come up to me and say something.
Right.
Like I don't really care that much, but I don't know, nothing too much anymore.
Do you have like a quick explanation? Like if someone's like, wait, why did he just call you pirate? Someone walks by you at a
Do
bar.
people ever do that? Hey.
Oh yeah. That the brief interaction.
You say
yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean, don't you?
No, absolutely. I own it. Like
He's owned it from nobody has owned it.
But if
more
you're
than him from the beginning. Like the Fenway gave him like a standing out.
Does that picture exist somewhere?
Yeah, it
it's
has
definitely on the internet
That's
somewhere. I have no idea where.
Standing back with like just sulking in the.
I'd love to see it. I haven't seen that in a
All-time.
long time. Yeah.
That's
I bet if you
all-time.
Google it, Pirates, Simon, and Red Sox.
Yeah, I know. I had a hard time finding
What were
it
you
at one
mad
point.
about?
I honestly I have no idea. Like it's so long ago that like I think I don't remember. I really don't remember why I was mad.
Because it wasn't like you were. Not that I'm beyond it.
No,
Obviously,
no.
everything content, but we didn't like set you. People who ask, I've heard occasionally in the past, like, oh, this is a work they set up. Like, obviously, it wasn't. No one could write that script, but it wasn't like intentional.
No.
Like when we were doing all this,
and I brought all of it onto myself. Like 100%.
100%.
100%. Like I brought 100% of it onto myself. Like I have to own it.
People who weren't there during that time, I mean, we had no idea. I mean, Hank said there
thought
was
he
a
did it.
1% chance he did it just so he couldn't get caught lying.
I mean, Millmore printed out his entire browser history.
There
for
was-
us.
I had no idea. Like, I really had no idea who did it.
There were so many gifts throughout that whole saga. You sitting on his shit.
That's how it started. That was the first. If he just kept his mouth shut during that rundown, the whole thing never happened.
Yeah, 100%.
You got a haircut.
I did
The
get a
haircut the
Yeah.
next day.
Kevin
I was just guilty. If you look back at it,
Blatantly lying.
if you watch, I watched the video back and like, it's bad.
Everyone's saying it's you.
I have no idea. Like I'm going to be 100% honest with you.
Let's do that for the first time in this whole damn interrogation. Let's be honest.
I have never downloaded Pirates porn. Period. I have never downloaded Pirates porn. I have never seen the video. The only thing I know about it is Nate's Marry Fuck Kill. I really, really have not. Like it's really bad. I'm just like, oh fuck. Like anybody who like actually like knows me knows like I'm lying through my teeth like this entire time. Yeah, it was bad.
I don't blame you though. What were you, 20?
I was 20, yeah, because I couldn't go to Hankapalooza because I wasn't 21 yet.
So you're 20. You're on this
20.
internet company, and you got fucking Stagnetti's Revenge pirate porn.
Yeah, I mean, like,
But again, I'm so bad at technology. I didn't even know what it like meant. If he the way he interrupted that first time, that's what launched kind of this whole like what's going on here saga.
Yeah.
no, I brought everything onto myself. 100%.
And again, he really didn't talk for 95% of his internship. Like he sat. Like I'd have to walk by him up the stairs.
Yeah, I would
but
get
he'd
you
just
lunch,
be
and that's like
there,
about it. Yeah.
Doing it. There was very little interaction. So that first time he came up, it's like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, where did he come from? And then the rest is history, as they say.
There was something about those Milton interns because you, Blind Mike and Dana were after you, correct?
Yeah.
So that was, obviously Blind Mike, very tumultuous history.
Blind Mike.
You know?
Yeah, we had obviously
Muskie was
Simon
before that.
Muskie. Muskie's probably Hall of Fame first ballot. Coley actually was in there
Coley came into the office when I was working there at some point. Wanted a job back.
Yeah, to right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Disco Dan.
It's.
I wonder what he's doing.
Wait,
We only had one intern who actually who was beneficial in any sort of way, which was Elise.
Oh yeah, because
She actually wrote the other day because we mentioned her, and she's like, "Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm doing well. I have a good job. Of course, you have a good job. You were like a normally functioning human. Like we didn't have many. We had like derelicts, misfits, and like con artists, And then we had Elise, who was like a normal good human.
What category would you put
All
me in?
three, probably.
I don't know.
It was quite around. I mean, that thing you broke up with that girl, right? Though you don't take
Oh,
her.
no.
The one he knew Like, I've been dating this girl since.
It was like the exact date. I had the exact date. Yeah, no.
Wild. Down to the second. Down to the second.
Yeah.
He was a college kid.
Where do you live now?
I live in like 18th and.
So you're in New York
I'm
too.
in New
You're
York,
in
yeah.
Manhattan. How long have you been here?
I moved here last February, right before the pandemic, from Boston.
Gotcha.
And then left.
You don't
during
live
the
with Bubbly Gang, do you?
No, I live by myself.
Got it. Oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah. Super dangerous.
You don't want to let a mind like that roam. I assume you got like 18 TVs hooked up to fucking all sorts of porn.
He caught me. He caught me.
That also when you were so adamant
No, I know.
that you didn't watch porn at all.
Oh, I'm sitting here like I at this point, like I look back and I'm like, I'm
as they
such a
stream
fucking
back,
idiot.
I downloaded it, but I didn't watch it. Like, I mean, that's when you say that out loud, it's just I should have like, what do you mean?
Do you still think he's a porn guy?
He looks a lot more normal before.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
that's-
I watch porn. Who doesn't watch porn?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a porn guy.
Yeah, it's
You
wild.
still think there's 1,000 of me running around that convention in Vegas?
Well, I saw that. That was an all-time.
Honestly,
one.
for me, like one of the funniest parts about this, and I don't know if you remember this, but you had me run an errand for you on the last day of my internship, and I had to come to your house in Boston, like the South End. And you showed up at the door. You looked at me, you like made a little smirk, and you go, "So you're not going to kill yourself, right?" I went, "What?" And you go, "Like just making sure I don't have any responsibility in this one." And I was like, "No, I'm good."
Cross my T's,
Head
dot
it out.
my
Yeah.
I's. That's all you got to do. I mean, it was a saga.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I
was like,
look
"Thank you
at
for checking on my
everything.
mental health. I appreciate it."
Trust me, that's around these parts nowadays. I got to be asking that more often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crew we got here.
But I mean, you look at everything, man. Like everything that's kind of fallen into place and everything that you've done. Like this is such a big part of it. Like this is.
It was an all-time. Again, times have changed at Barstool just by virtue of the fact I'm not here nearly as much. So these things that I think central like storylines like that, I play a big role in. And if I'm not here, they can't unfold. Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. But that was, Milton times with different times for sure. You have interns in a different way. Like I feel like our internships, I don't interact with a lot of our interns here. Like I don't even know their names. In Milton, they're right in my face. So I was in, and that's where a lot of the really good content.
Getting the chicken teriyaki from Healthy Kitchen on a weekly basis. That lunch spot.
Healthy Kitchen chicken teriyaki. I don't
Yeah,
remember. That was your job.
That's my job, to go get you lunch every day. It was chicken teriyaki, broccoli, white rice.
I should start eating that again. It's like getting fucking fat. Yeah, it was. It was certainly a unique time in Barstool lore, and the lamp in everyone's face, and that cast of characters that was in that office. I mean, a lot of them still here, but different times.
And would you want to return, Simon? Like, would that be something you'd be interested in?
I mean, if the price is right, I'm not opposed to it.
The price is right.
I like it.
It's fair, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's a realistic thing to say about any job, I guess. Like, if you
Yeah,
paid
$1
the
million
right thing.
man.
Yeah.
Everybody has a price.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like, what would he like? I don't think there at the time when I offered the patch, it was definitely like that would have been funny and something. But I don't know what bringing Simon back now would do.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd fit into the whole like content aspect of it.
Right.
Like, I mean, obviously, other than like being a pirate, but like that's
Yeah, I think that ship sailed.
Yeah.
Like it's so long in the past now.
But I would say it's a never say never situation. Like if there's something that comes up and Pirates get
that's
big
always-
again,
Yeah.
you know?
You never know.
like I could just see him popping in the college football show when you take a pirate team, something stupid like.
Do you have
that.
any regrets from any of it, or you don't care at all? How'd you get hooked up with the Bubbly Gang house?
I mean, well, regrets from it all first. I wish I hadn't lied throughout the entire thing. I think like I was.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah. No, I was. I mean, the end all be all of it is like I was terrified to tell you that. Yeah, I sat in the office in this chair and downloaded this porn.
Why? In hindsight, I wouldn't have really cared.
No, I know you wouldn't have cared, but like I was a 20-year-old
Yeah.
kid, like scared shitless, like I'm never gonna get a job because of this, like
Right.
like that type of thing.
What were you thinking when you did it?
Honestly, I saw the blog, searched it, was like, oh, cool. That was it. Yeah. Like pretty, it wasn't like, I didn't really think much about
Right.
it. Yeah. It was just like, and I looking back, it was Nate that was the one that wrote the blog, not Dan. And I threw Dan under the bus. And if I'd thrown Nate under the bus, it would have been much better and much
Because
easier.
Dan was on that podcast too. And it all kicked off, we got that letter.
Yeah. From Comcast.
From
cease
Comcast
and
being like,
desist.
we're going to shut off your internet because you downloaded it. I'm like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, that was a big
You
thing.
brought it up, and I think KFC was like, what did I do this time?
Crazy.
Big Cat, I got a question for you, though.
What's up?
I got this thing here today from Comcast. Notice of action under the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Says we received, like, we did something illegal, and it's for something called... what?
So please don't be me. Please don't be me. Please don't be me.
Pirates 2, Stagnantis, Revenge, Triple X.
Oh, I know what that is.
That's porn.
Yeah, that's Nate posted a Mary MFK for pirate porn.
I didn't know what the hell it was in regards to. Simon down there told me it was you. That's why I asked you.
What the fuck is Simon saying it's me for?
He said that was Big Cat.
I thought you
What?
And then how did I get hooked up with Bubbly Gang? You know,
That's the other thing. If we hired him, I know the Bubbly Gang has hooks, his meat hooks.
He's
in
an
him.
informant.
no,
Yeah, how
no,
can
no.
you trust
I
that?
wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that at all. I mean, he and I just stayed like relatively like friendly with each other. Like,
Because he can manipulate you. He's the great manipulator. He gets a guy like Sami, he gets his hooks in you. Next thing you know, you're stomping on the grapes to make his juice.
I'm not. I'm not jumping on this train.
That
but
was
like,
unbelievably. That was so good.
that was good. That was good. I'll give
That
you
was.
that was
my
really
brain
good.
is working at maybe 8% capacity.
No, this is your flu game.
And my Michael, and I came up with that analogy. Like grape stomp lady, all time fucking internet 1.0 video.
It's a great video.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just the days of sitting in that office and gambling on the World Cup. Like, just became like friendly with each other, and then, I mean, with the pandemic, just figured like might as well just head to Newport, and
Makes
was in
sense.
Newport all summer. Yeah,
Makes sense.
I mean, just living on a beach wasn't really much to complain about. So
Yeah. Well, all right. Yeah. Anything else, Dave? You had a good story about your boss when they introduced you.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I've got two. So I did have one job that I had an offer right after college. It was in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was like it's like a VC firm in Charlotte, which is weird.
You went to Kentucky, right?
I did go to Kentucky. Yeah. And so I got the job. I was like planning on moving down there. I just signed a lease on an apartment, and I had just done a podcast with you. Like the original, like we did an old Dave Portnoy show
Yep.
a while ago. So that was like 2016. And 2 days later, they called me. They're like, "Yeah, we're rescinding that offer
because of the
podcast." Yeah, they're like, "We can't have somebody like that working for us." I was like,
wow.
"Okay." That was when I moved to LA.
That's probably when I got the email about apologize.
You know, that actually that might be it.
I could see how that was.
But I don't. But I don't think. But I don't think it would have spawned. I don't think it would have gone over 2 years time. Maybe it did, because I might have reached back out about it once that job didn't come through.
No, I'm saying the apologize email.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Oh no, I thought you responded pretty quickly. I thought when I said you got to wear an eye patch, you responded pretty quickly. Like, first, I need an apology.
Yeah, no, that I agree with that. Yeah.
Interesting. I guess they don't want a porn guy running around the office.
Yeah, but see, now my current company, I mean, the first meeting I ever got into, like full Zoom meeting, the entire company, they're like, "So we have a pirate in our mix," and I was just like, "Oh fuck." The CEO looked at me and was like, "So we're gonna need you to tell the story to everyone here," and so I sat there and explained it.
How did that go over? You're selling baby goods?
Baby food, yeah.
Okay, how did
baby
that
food
go
and
over?
kids food? No, I mean, like, we're a startup. Like, it's a young startup.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, everybody is like in like they're pretty young, like all like I guess millennials, if you say that. And like, I mean, I think like growing up as part of like the internet age, like there's shit that goes on. And like,
Yeah, I mean, again, you didn't kill somebody.
I did not,
You
no.
watched porn and then lied about it. That's crazy that someone would take away a job based on that.
oh yeah,
And it just had to be pirate themed. that just plays so much into it. Like if you
What?
download like Jill Kelly and
Oh,
Jenna
the
Jameson.
Aristagnides Revenge.
Yeah, it's just if it's not pirate theme, I don't know if it is what it is. I really don't know.
Look, if I was going to fight in Rough and Rowdy, I would come out to the Pirates of the Caribbean
100%.
theme song.
So that's still on the table, possibly.
yeah, I mean, why not?
Like he said, everybody has a price.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. No.
It was a crazy time, crazy saga.
It was fun. It was. I loved that internship. It was so much fun.
If you could go back and you had a choice, it happens or it doesn't happen, what would you do at this point?
Oh, it happens.
Yeah, right. You'd
Because
wanna be the
because
pirate.
like, if it doesn't happen, I just go into the wind, never heard from again. Like
Correct.
you don't even know my name.
Correct.
Like,
I would have no idea what
Yeah.
your name
No, no,
was
no.
if you didn't create this or be part of this.
Yeah,
Correct.
which is totally fair. I'd be the chicken teriyaki guy.
For other again than that email that you demanded the apology, there was at no point where I was like, oh, he's not really wearing. I always thought, surprisingly, not everyone, like some people got like Weird Haircut Seth. Talk about a guy. He went ghost. And I've heard he like if you bring it up, he wants to like punch you. Like he is that upset about his time at Barstool Sports in the Weird Haircut Seth era. Whereas Simon never. It was, he always owned it.
No, I have no animosity. I mean, like, it's really like kind of impressive to watch like where it came from, where I was there in 2014 to where it is now, and like what you've done with it, what everybody here has done, and I don't know. It was a great experience for me.
You kind of feel like when you walk through these halls, you have a certain swagger, like no pun intended, but like ooh, there's the pirate, like whoosh.
No,
like,
I mean,
like people, you've laid the foundation for a lot of these. It's like there goes the king.
Yeah.
Whoosh.
I mean, I didn't think about it like that. I was just like, I told Michelangelo, I was like, I have no idea what I'm walking into right
Like,
now.
had you met Michelangelo before?
No, just
like,
DM'd on Twitter.
Everyone here knows you. Like the whispers, like
Yeah.
the king.
I mean,
is here.
it's interesting it's wild. It's a weird feeling.
Because it's
know.
a thing I don't think anyone could sit there and watch and not find some type of humor in it.
Yeah, I
So, like,
agree.
if you're sitting there, like, I don't care if you're second floor or third floor sales, if you watch that, you'll be like, man, he's the guy. So it does exist.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy at the center of, I would say, one of the most infamous moments, however you want to look at it. And not only, we have like Who Stabbed the Air Conditioner with Muskie,
Yeah.
but that was a one like video thing. This went on for a week or two.
Yeah.
I think it was 2-3 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a long, ongoing.
It was every
people-
single day. It was like coming into the office. What's Dave got planned today? It was like, oh, is today going to be normal? No, Dave's sticking a light in my face today. Like, has this passed over yet? Nah, absolutely not.
Great. That's great.
I don't know what would happen if you didn't fold under Big Cat's interrogation.
So that really was the last day of my internship.
I know.
Yeah.
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah. And he was just like, yeah, I won't tell anyone. And then like I see the video and he like winks at the camera and I'm like, fuck.
I mean, I didn't even believe it the first time. When I was like, you did it? You did? Like, he had been so adamantly no. I was confused. I thought it was you, but I thought it could have been Hank because Hank was a certified liar. I just didn't know.
Yeah, you are.
Wait,
You
son,
did it. Say you did it.
Listen, the
He
thing is,
did it.
It's actually
He fucking did it. Simon fucking did it.
You deleted everything.
You deleted it. Unbelievable.
It's fine.
Why did you lie? I don't care. Just
But
admit it
it's
was a
okay.
mistake.
It's not a big deal. I would rather you admit it because then.
Okay, I download the pirate porn.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it happened.
Where would you put? I mean,
As far as this saga,
all time like. I mean, it's up there with like the Brady Gate stuff.
yeah, Franny Lyden's huge.
Franny Lyden.
Franny Lyden was.
Yep.
Monster. Yeah, I mean, those are the three that stick out off the top of my
I mean,
head.
you have the old stuff like that still like people bring up all the time. You have the old Barstool lore stuff like the King Richard's Fair.
Yeah, but those are all like single
they're
moments.
single videos,
Yeah, the
yeah.
burger video.
Yeah, I love the copier in the dumpster.
All that's what I mean, the interns.
Shit like that.
We just had the dumbest interns.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Shit like that's great.
I gave those interns a truck to drive the copier. And they just threw it. I'm like, go get the truck. They went, got the truck, took the copier, threw it in the trash right next to us.
So if the mirror was too big to go in there, what makes you think a copier would go in there? Well, I don't know.
I remember like that office was the wildest place too. Like it was
Who was your intern class? Who were you there with?
just me.
Oh, wow.
It was the office was at the time it was me, Fights, Millmore,
Paul.
Gaz, you,
Bubbly.
Bubbly. And I think that's it.
Hank
Was there. Hank was there. Yeah, that's it.
How'd you even get it?
So, that's a fun story. So I
never knew how these people showed up.
No, so
you were
I was originally a viceroy.
viceroy.
Yeah, so I was like the first viceroy that Paul had like brought on for the University of Kentucky, and nobody knew what Barstool was then in 2014, especially in Kentucky. And I emailed Paul before I came home for the summer and was like, "Hey, I'm from Massachusetts. Like, I've been reading Barstool for years. Like, are you guys hiring any interns?" And he was like, "I'm not really sure. Like, come in and interview. Like, we'll see what's happening." So I like came in and interviewed very quickly. Like, I was like, that went okay. Like, Paul didn't ask me any real interview questions.
Yep.
He was just like, okay, like
path of least resistance for him.
yeah. So, and then I'm driving home. I get a text. He's like, "Can you start tomorrow?" I was like, "Fuck yeah! All right,
There
sweet."
you go.
Yeah.
That was it.
I mean, if you even did a flow chart of how people got hired in the early days, because I didn't hire anybody. It was always like, whether it be Weird Haircut Seth hiring Hank, it's just like, who knows how people got in that
All
office.
over the place. For
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, like my job at the time as an intern, I was literally like writing like Barstool blackout blogs, like posting smoke shows, and then doing Viceroy stuff. Like that was it. Like it was helping Paul manage all of that stuff. And
Right.
Yeah,
that was the game.
that was the game.
Well,
It was getting everything sold.
well, the king lives on. He'll live on forever. As long as Barstool is around, the king will live in Barstool legend.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in, Ken.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been fun.
All right. There he is. The king.
Yeah, for sure.
Good seeing you.
Yeah, you too.
All right, that was the king.
There'll never be another one like him.
Never.
That's for sure. He
Never.
probably needs these Romans.
He probably does.
Make your dick last longer. King loves porn, loves sex, I'm sure. Most guys have tried different ways to last longer. Thing about baseball, doesn't work. Swipe these on your dick. The Roman swipes are a clinically proven way to last longer. Bed, effective, easy to use, fast acting, don't require prescription. Get to getroman.com/Dave. Get your first month of swipes for just $5. And you choose a monthly plan. That's getroman.com/Dave. And if you watch a ton of porn, Eddie, you come too quick.
Yeah.
And like the king, who loves his porn, he probably needs these because he's trained his body just to get the job done quick, do a swarming Roman swipe, and the king can last long for his girlfriend, who's been around for 8 years, 6 months, 42 days, and 32 seconds.
There you go. Set up the 75-inch projector, right on,
Yep.
get ready to go. All right, so your weekend, obviously. So what happened? How'd you get sick? You felt sick on Sunday or at the Derby?
Well, I came back from the Derby on Sunday, started feeling like real shit. Didn't come into work yesterday. Shit. Still, I had a ton to do today, including, trivia. Yeah, I don't know. I just got really sick.
How was it?
The Derby?
Yeah.
Fun. It was good to be in a big event. I got smoked gambling over 26. Elio won a couple races to his credit, but not enough. I got killed.
Yeah, he won big like the first
He
day,
didn't
right?
win that big. He won enough to maybe get us close to even. But no, we got killed. And hand up, I didn't win a race.
How was the crew? How was the whole situation?
What do you mean?
You usually have a +1, and then Elio kind of goes by himself,
Are you
right?
are you trying to be like
Well,
suave?
well,
Eddie?
no, I'm not being suave at all. I'm just saying. Usually the
Went with obvious Elio, and since you're being suave about it, trying to be like mysterious, I went with Silvana. She listens to this podcast for sure, so
Okay.
shout out Silvana. Yeah, we started like dating and seeing where it goes. Yes.
Oh, okay, so you're not figuring it out anymore.
Nope.
You figured it out.
Yes.
Is she here?
Is she where?
Did she?
No,
come
she
back
has a
to
9
New
to
York?
5, so
Oh,
she's in
really?
Miami.
So it was like a parting.
It was a parting. Yes.
Was it like a sad parting?
No, well, I mean, yeah, a little bit, but we'll see each other again. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't think if you're going to actually try to make something work, you can't have two people who just don't live near each other.
Yeah.
So, like, she'll be around next weekend.
Got you. Oh, well, that's interesting.
You want to give her a shout out since she listens? You get me in trouble with these questions.
Shout out Silvana. I mean, now that I know she's listening, I didn't know she was listening.
No, she listens. And if I, hesitate, I get crucified. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Well, can I ask this then?
What?
Is she the one that thought you were hitting on Dua Lipa?
Yes. That's probably gonna get my ass in trouble.
I'm sorry. I had to ask, Silvana. It's a good question. You never know. Dave's in a lot of circles now. It could have been.
Yeah, no, that was the same girl.
Well, good. That's it looked like a fun weekend. Mr. Rice told me it was fun. You know,
It was fun.
hit the clubs.
No, there are no clubs. Elio brought these glow-in-the-dark glasses that blinked, rings that blinked, in anticipation of going to the clubs. But no, first of all, they usually have parties for Kentucky Derby, but it was pretty Corona. It was midnight curfew.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It was stricter than it was. I'm used to being in, I guess, Miami, where it's no curfew now. But yeah, everything was canceled in terms of like nightlife, partying, that. You could go out to dinner. We went out. You know who we saw? We were, we ate dinner. Jeff Ruby. Shout out Jeff Ruby's Steakhouse. Great steakhouse. They have one in Louisville and Kentucky. We were there eating, and there's a guy kind of older, and he's sitting across the table from us, and, you know, whatever. Eating dinner. He goes up. All of a sudden, we hear on the song, they have a great piano and like piano bar type atmosphere at Jeff Ruby's. And they were playing Proud to Be an American. It was fucking Lee Greenwood. It was him.
The real guy.
The real guy. The place went ballistic. It was maybe the most impromptu electric live performance I've ever had in my... I mean, if you're sitting at a bar and a guy gets up right now, and I was just proud to be an American. It's like, whoa, that sounds authentic. It was fucking him, Lee Greenwood.
And was he scheduled to do that, or did someone like, hey, pull him up, come on?
I don't know. I think he was scheduled, to be honest. Like, it wasn't
always
scheduled. It was impromptu. Like, again, I was eating dinner directly across from him the entire time, and I looked up at the guy singing. I'm, what the fuck? And then I Googled. It's like, holy shit, that's him.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes those are always
One song. There is no other man. Try to think of somebody else who is a more popular, more ruckus, more go-to 100 surefire, get the place rocking song with absolutely no second pitch. Like, he played that, and then it was all covers.
Yeah, no.
He has nothing else, but everyone knows that song.
Oh yeah.
There's not one person in the United States who doesn't know "Proud to Be an American."
Is he a one-hit wonder though? Does he got more? Like it.
Wait a minute.
Does he?
Isn't that what I just said?
Well, that's what you said. There's no one that has it with that pitch. Like that doesn't mean that he doesn't have other songs. Like, there are actual one-hit wonders that don't have anything else.
What do you mean don't have anything else?
Like who's?
What do you mean don't have? Like they never made another
No,
song?
they did, but they're like.
That's what I meant by
nothing else is known.
I guess my entire build-up for that one right over your head. He has one song, and that's it.
Okay.
He's gotten 7 number ones on the U.S. Hot Country charts in his career.
Well, then I guess he has more than one song.
I stand corrected.
Yeah. Thank
What's his number 2?
Somebody's Gonna Love You, Going, Gone.
Can I hear these? Somebody's Gonna Love You? Well, why didn't he play? He was playing fucking Bette Midler.
Morning Ride. Hearts
What?
Aren't Meant to Break.
I also don't want to put Lee Greenwald, because he'll end up listening to this, throw him under the bus. But Silvana asked for a picture with him, and there was something weird going on. Like, his wife did not want him to get a picture with Silvana. It was strange.
Can't do it, huh?
Just weird.
Are you playing it, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Somebody's Gonna Love You, Lee Greenwood. There he is.
Smooth. Never heard this.
It's got a familiar beat. Feels like it's been a lot of like John Hughes movies.
Never heard this.
Here's Going, Gone. I don't know this one either.
I mean, Lee Greenwood fucked back in his day. No, all right. Play Proud to Be an American. I stand by my point.
This list doesn't even have it number 1.
That's not a real list. It's not
That's
on there.
other than Proud to Be American.
Oh, aside the all-time hit. God Bless USA.
No one hits of what? Those other songs weren't number ones.
Did people share the same reaction as you? They were going nuts.
Nuts.
Yeah.
So, there was a guy who did this. He walked by our table. If you don't like this fucking song, get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Should we play it through or?
Yes.
It's up to Dave.
No, we don't have to. Yeah, I mean, what a song to just hear live.
Yeah. No doubt about it.
Met, who else did I meet there? Chris Collinsworth was at Jeff Ruby's. Guy comes up, he's like, want to do a quick shot with Warren Moon? Warren Moon was at Jeff Ruby's.
Did you, what happened with Boeheim?
All right. Jimmy Boeheim. This is after the track at the bar before it closed at 12. I saw him. I wasn't going to go up to him. Dead serious. He walks up to me, directly up. He goes, you're the Barstool guy, right? I go, you're the Syracuse guy, right? So we shook hands, talked to him for about 20 minutes. I won't say Jimmy was a super fan. His son is, who plays. He's like, my son likes Barstool big. I'm like, thanks. He's like, no. You don't get it. Big. I talked to Jimmy Boeheim about old Big East basketball for 15. If Silvana wasn't there, sitting there, I'm like, oh, I'm getting a little like, I got to get back to the, I would have sat there all day. Then he asked for a picture. And this guy's like, I forget the second guy. He goes, Jim Boeheim asked for a picture twice in the 50 years I've known him. I forget who it was, maybe Tom Brady. It's Tom Brady and me. He goes, those are the only times I've seen Jim Boeheim ask for a picture. He was so nice. Then his wife came over. He's like, you don't understand. We're like the biggest Barstool people. So I don't know why I didn't post the picture.
He had a horse too, right? Like
he did. Yeah, he did. The long shot. I don't think it did very well. But yeah, I mean, again, it's one of those things. Elio was there. Silvana is not the biggest like college basketball person ever to come down, but I'm trying to explain like who Jimmy Boeheim. I'm like, this guy's a fucking
2-3 zone. Silvana.
Absolute legend. It's like I'm asking, like, Jimmy, like you get all this credit for the 2-3 zone. It's just a 2-3 zone, right? Like, I mean, everyone can play it.
No, when I saw your tweet, I was like, I didn't know if you were like mad or if you were.
No, I was joking around. I mean, we got along. He was, again, so friendly, so nice, and he's such an icon, such a legend. And he was so like open, talking about everything, how great basketball used to be. It was left. He signed off. He like I hadn't talked to him for like 20 minutes. Came by the table, looked at Silvana. He's like, "You can do a lot better than him," and then just left.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what about? I saw the parabolic guy took a shot at you.
Was that a shot?
Nah, he was fucking around, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking around.
Yeah. I thought it was funny. I have no problem with that.
Did you see Rogers?
I did not see Rogers.
No.
So Rogers and I had a little exchange because, you know, I mentioned on this show, I think.
Yeah, you put a notice out there, and we clipped it too. So.
And then he reached out the Friday before the Derby. He's like, "What are your plans this weekend?" It's like, huh? Like I asked you to get the tickets like a month and a half ago. That you're gonna ask me the day before, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm embarrassed. I didn't get back to you." Blah blah. And then I put it on Twitter, our exchange, like, "Are you serious?" And he texted me, he's like, "You blew me up, huh?" I was like, "Yeah." And he said, "Fair." And that was the end of it.
There was no at the end. He's like, "This is my last dance here with my Packers teammates."
No, nothing about his Packers turmoil, nothing.
I wish there was.
Brady was there. I didn't see him. I didn't see any of them. We were out in the public, kissing babies, trying to win races. But it was a fun weekend. I mean, I love horse racing.
And then Boeheim and then fucking Juwan Howard. That was.
What a video that was.
Yeah, so if you didn't see the video, Juwan Howard thought you, in the picture with Brady, he thought you, who do you think you were?
Timberlake.
That's right. Timberlake. What? Like, what?
Yeah, look at him like, it's not him. You thought that was Justin Timberlake? Well, I thought that was Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, that was out of left field.
that was way out of left. Have you had communication with him or no?
His son sent me the video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like DM'd it to you?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Man, no, that was funny too. No, so that sounds like it was a good derby.
Fun. I mean, obviously, it is different when the curfew's midnight.
Yeah.
Thank God I can go to sleep.
Yeah, so as long as it's For as much as a COVID derby could be good, it was that.
Yeah, listen, I'm fine going to bed at midnight, so I didn't really care.
Yeah. Or else, you're held together with duct tape. That was a break for you.
Yeah, except it didn't work because I'm still like, I literally I haven't been sick since probably COVID, but I got back and I just legit not feeling good.
Yeah, didn't you cancel everything yesterday?
Yeah, and today I had a lot of stuff I would have canceled again. I mean, I wasn't ready to play ball today. My brain isn't on fire.
Yeah.
I hate when it's just in a fog. I took Dayquil. I never take Dayquil. Never.
I think that just makes it worse.
It transfers it. You go from feeling one way to feeling a different way. Both ways not good.
Yeah. I thought the Dayquil brings fog.
It does.
Yes. So you're foggy.
But I was so congested. I cough and everything. I had to
just kind of phlegmy and shit.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yep.
Well, let's talk about SimpliSafe for a second,
talk
Dave.
about it.
It's an award-winning home security system, so you know it's engineered with the latest technology. You want to keep your family safe. But what really sets SimpliSafe apart is its people, highly trained security experts who are always there for you when you need them most. These are the people who truly care about keeping you safe. You have that over there, the alarm system.
Yeah, I have it right here. I have the base station right here.
Yeah, I mean, when an alarm goes off, a person who cares for you is there for you to make a phone call.
Motion
to make sure
sensor,
you're okay.
all of it.
Yeah, it's there for you. When an emergency happens, a person, excuse me, I read that already. So even if it's just having a problem setting up your system, a person who cares for you is there with a friendly chat and a quick resolution. Bottom line is, when you need them most, SimpliSafe is there for you 24/7 with people who care and experts trained and not only keep you safe, but to make you feel safe.
And Eddie, I use something that I would say is not as good as SimpliSafe for the house in Miami, and it is great. And this is 100 times better to the point I know I'll use it.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
So we'll get it in the new place then?
100%.
There you go. To learn more about SimpliSafe and how it can help protect you and your family, visit simplisafe.com/Portnoy today to customize your system and get a free security camera. You also get a 60-day risk-free trial, so there's nothing to lose. That's simplisafe.com/Portnoy. Besides that, there was the Nantucket cover. Wow.
Yeah. Very Barstool. So I did an Nantucket cover, a couple absolute snowflakes, and God knows who they are. And I love to talk to anyone who complained, I guess. Like, oh, how'd you put Dave on? He made a size 6 skinny jean joke back in 2004. People who, my guests, have never really built anything, who don't know how the real world works, and just people I fucking hate, everything I hate, offended by everything. And Nantucket Magazine goes onto Facebook and issues an apology. Like, we're sorry, basically, if it hurt you. Our cover. This is the softest, oh my God, we're sorry it hurt you. Some bullshit they didn't think out the cover. Basically trying to appease what I would say is a very loud but small minority of loud vote. Like, people in Nantucket fucking like Barstool. They like me. Maybe 1% who fucking think their feelings matter. In Nantucket, like a bunch of pussies, Nantucket Magazine ran around and tried to appease these people. And like everything, what happens? The silent majority reacts and fuck you. Like, what are you getting all worked up about? They lock comments. Now, who is and I've been traveling and I also been sick, but Fox News asked me to go on and talk about this. It would rip this little magazine shred to shred. But Nantucket's small, Renee's there. Do I really want to rip this fucking island and this magazine apart? No. So I didn't go on there. That's a favor. Bruce Percolay, the publisher, wants to get on the phone and talk to me. Robert Cacuzzo, who I know, who did this story, sent me an email after they published this on Facebook, telling me what they did. He's like, sorry, do you want to talk about it? I'm like, you guys are pussies. You got bent over, and that's why people like us. You guys just sway in the wind with whatever breeze public opinion is blowing. You're like, oh, can I bend over and kiss your fucking ass? I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. I have no interest in talking to you. He's like, the publisher, Robert Percolay, wants to have a phone call. Will you talk to him? I'm like, fuck no. He's not worth the fucking 1 second of my day. I'm not going to give this guy a second of my time. Said no to him. Bill Belichick's wife, Linda Holiday, emailed me. She's like, I'm friends with this guy, Robert Percolay. He really wants to just talk to you and try to smooth it over. Said the same thing. He can go fuck himself. Like, by the way, feel free to pass along that I did him the biggest favor of his miserable little life by fucking passing on doing the Fox News stories. I'm just going to let it go. But fuck no, these people, everybody associated with this magazine, dead to me. Robert Cucuzzo, the editor, is like, women are being threatened at our magazine? I don't even know what that means. I haven't even commented on any of this except saying, if you don't like me, you can go fuck yourself. That's the only thing I've said prior to this rant. But sorry, you guys threw a punch. You didn't even, I said to Robert, if you want to talk to me, reach out before issuing the public statement and be like, hey, how would you, like, we're just trying to make this thing go away. They didn't do any of that. They published a thing, tried to make me look bad. They did the story knowing everything about me. They don't feel that way, and they got fucking run over by a couple snowflakes in Nantucket who probably keep their mouths shut and represent 0.0001 of the actual Nantucket community. So fuck this N magazine. Fuck Bruce Percolay. Fuck Robert Cucuzzo. They can all go fuck themselves. How's that?
Quite the first statement, aside from your comment. Now, did that, is that how you found out though? Or did someone else tip you off first? Someone text you like, yo, did you see this?
How did,
I know he texted you after and said, hey, sorry, we had to post that, but that was the first time you
that was the first I knew of it. Yeah. Like, honestly, they're such small, like, little nothings. Like, I did them a favor by letting them come into my house and do this and take up my time, which is worth way more than their time. If they didn't reach out to me, and I know Gaz was upset by it, he tweeted, I'm not even sure I would have known what was going on. I did, ironically, my first day back in the office, I typed on Boston.com. It was the front page story.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, and it said Dave Portnoy, N Magazine. And this is why it's such garbage. N Magazine apologizes for having Dave Portnoy on the cover. Really? Really? Go and as people said, I bet we can find other people on their cover that they have a problem. The left, extreme left, are the most fucking hypocritical douchebags of all time. There it is. They didn't really apologize either, but that's what it made it seem like. Facing blowback. Again, if I do this the other way and I say, hey, should N Magazine be canceled for apologizing? They would be canceled. Like, there's more who like us. Scumbags.
I mean, you're
I'm
pretty
not even
calm.
scumbags. Scumbags are wrong word. Gutless. Because they don't feel this way. That's why the publisher wants to talk to me and try to suck my dick. That's why Robert Cucuzzo emailed me. He's like, sorry, we had to do this to appease our advertising. We need advertising. They don't feel this way. They're gutless jellyfish. And I don't have any time in my life for gutless jellyfish. And they both know they were gutless jellyfish.
Are you bummed about it at all? Or
No, I don't give a fuck. I'm used to it.
Yeah, but you're pretty, like...
I'm vain and like being on the cover. But they're gutless jellyfish and they know it.
Well, it's good.
There's no space in my world for gutless jellyfish.
Do you plan on going back there at all this summer?
Nantucket?
Yeah.
I mean, that's irrelevant to these gutless jellyfish.
It's still your pinned tweet, by the way.
Well, I'm vain and I just has been busy.
So...
Like, it's such a small little store. I know it's still the pinned tweet. They're gutless jellyfish. And at times, I should show how much I've matured because I want to ruin them. And I've just let it slide. You asked me about it. How do I feel? I feel like they are gutless jellyfish. Because I know it's one thing if they actually felt this way. They don't. They just got run over by a couple loud fucking losers.
Now, I'm sure they would tell you this regardless, but what if they actually had like concrete proof that they were going to lose advertisers? How would you have felt then?
Well, they may have. Don't be gutless. Be like, hey, Dave, how much does an ad in a magazine cost? 25 cents? Like, how about, what? Do you have a suggestion? I'd be here. I'd cut your check. Tell these people to go fuck themselves. I'll advertise Dave Portnoy in your magazine my ads will just be that beautiful picture of me sitting on the van. You can run that full page ad wherever these small, what are they paying? 5 cents for a fucking ad? 99% of the businesses in Nantucket like me. Who doesn't like you? A couple fucking small like goat farmers. I can cover their ads.
How popular? It's huge. That in the Vineyard, right on the East Coast, like Boston
What?
area.
Nantucket?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, how is it? It's like a big thing. Like, oh, you going to Nantucket? Like,
Oh,
that's
it's huge.
Yeah, because like I had.
It's like the Jersey Shore for Jersey.
Yeah.
You know.
Because obviously I'm from the fucking Midwest.
No, it's huge.
I had never heard of it until I started following Barstool.
Yeah, no, it's a huge vacation spot. Where, by the way, I've been there. I've been going there for a fucking decade. Renee, an embarrassment to fucking Nantucket. Renee is head of like the Nisha, I believe, there, which is like looking for dogs. She's part of the Boys and Girls Club. Volunteers her time. I've done charity. I've donated tens of thousands of dollars to local cause there. I have done more for that fucking island in my decade than I guarantee you all these little fucking losers who complained about me, pile them up into a thing. I've done 100 times X. They can put on a ferry and I'll take a fucking harpoon and I hope it sinks in the middle of the ocean. And we can put the N magazine people on it as well. Like the guy's like, oh, we have a serious situation. Don't escalate it. Fuck you, dude. What do you mean don't escalate? I didn't do anything. You fucking went about your business and tried to make me look like an idiot on your own. And now it's up to me to like damage control you. That it is so Barstool, this entire thing, where it's like I'm just sitting here doing nothing and people attack me. And magazine issues an apology that makes me look like an idiot. And then it's up to me to save the situation and not talk about it and not escalate it, which I've done because I don't want to make it uncomfortable going to Nantucket. But fuck these people. I should just buy the magazine and put it out of business.
Would you do that?
Yes. I just don't want to give it to this loser. I don't want to make him rich.
Speaking of money, NFT 138K.
It's a lot of fucking money.
It's a lot of money. Do you know the buyer?
I do. I emailed with him once. He gets a free bet. Thing was rocketing. I was on a plane when this was happening. I'm watching it. Every time I clicked, it's like, all right, it hit like 80 grand. Next refresh, 90 grand, 100 grand, 138 grand. I don't get it, but.
So now he gets a $138,000 bet?
Yes, something like that. We don't keep all the money because there's like a fee that goes to the company, but yes.
So we'll be doing this again, I assume.
Maybe. And if NFTs keep going, what's crazy, he may be able to sell that in like a year and make a profit.
Yeah, but I don't understand it. So what does he own now?
He owns the Pizza Review, Eddie.
So we do not own that anymore.
No, he
Barstool
does.
Sports.
He does.
So if he's like, if you want to use that down the line, he's like, no, I don't give you the rights. I mean, he probably
No, not that. He
I
owns.
don't get NFTs.
Look at it this way. It's just, I describe it this way. NFT essentially is a code or technology that allows proof that you own the original. So let's say the Mona Lisa. It's a painting. I can get a photocopy of the Mona Lisa, frame it, put it on the wall. You won't know which one's the real one. But if you have the real one, it's worth something. This proves you have the real one.
All right, congratulations.
Did we get paid for that in Ethereum? Because you know how it all goes through like blockchain.
Good.
You know, like, is our 150 grand going to be like 400K in a year if Ethereum keeps going up?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Ethereum. Pats took Mac Jones.
I'm happy with that. I like Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you just like who Bill likes.
Well, I mean, he fell in the draft. I do like Mac Jones.
You like Fields?
No, I don't.
Why? Because he had pistachios?
Wonderful pistachios. Are you kidding me, Eddie?
I like him.
Well,
We were
I
pumped up.
honestly don't like him. Has there been any good Ohio State quarterbacks?
Well, I mean, Bama quarterbacks are hard to judge too. It's so hard to judge a Bama quarterback.
But I feel like they don't generally have the hype that.
No, they don't have the most of the. They're Heisman people.
I mean,
Ohio
Tua,
State.
I guess, but
Yeah.
no, I don't like Fields.
Because of that, or just
No, I didn't like him before.
outside of it.
Yeah, but I could be wrong.
Davey Day Night hit that day, the same day we talked about it.
Finally, yeah.
I was on it.
Good.
I was
Plus
pumped.
750.
Yep, I was pumped.
I gotta get back in that. I haven't done it because my brain is shut off. I don't want to give people a fog brain pick.
Are you going to pump the Beck or what? Have you been following the Beck?
Yeah, I have.
It's fucking huge.
Yeah, it's been doing well.
Yeah, it's a really
What
fun
does
bet,
Beck
too.
stand for?
Balls Eddie Clem. And then it's bacon, egg, and cheese.
Well, I knew that.
Yeah, so we want to do like that'd be a fun bet.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun giveaway.
What is the giveaway? Bacon, egg, and cheese?
Yeah, like we did for the sandwich in Philly.
Yeah.
We should get someone to partner with us to give away a bacon, egg, and cheese.
What is that on the year?
It's plus 20.55 units.
That's crazy.
Yes, and it's like 7 and like 19 or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is, but you just got to bet it every day to make sure you're up, obviously. Can you talk about ZipRecruiter for a second? Then we'll do Inside Barstool.
Yeah. You got me fired up on that Nantucket magazine.
I'm sorry.
And you know what? Robert Kuzo, I like. I just trashed him. I met him a bunch. I like him.
Nice guy.
And I don't know how much he had in it, but their biggest flaw was not in all this going on was if you're going to react and throw me under the bus and then back the bus over me and run over me 10 times, you should probably reach out before you do that. ZipRecruiter. There's not enough applicants in the world with the right skills or experience. Too many resumes to sort through. Yet you need to hire ASAP. That's a problem. Not knowing where to post your job to reach the right people. So you do. If you're a business owner who's hiring, you're probably facing a ton of challenges when it comes to finding the right people. That's why hiring can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. That's why you got to try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/barstool. When you post a job on ZipRecruiter, get sent to over 100 job sites in one click. Then ZipRecruiter's matching technologies find the right people, right skills, experience for your job, and actively invites them to apply. In fact, ZipRecruiter is so effective that 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder why 2.3 million businesses have come to ZipRecruiter for their hiring needs. So while other companies may overwhelm you with way too many options, ZipRecruiter finds what you're looking for, the needle in the haystack. And right now you can try ZipRecruiter for free at this web address, ZipRecruiter.com/barstool. Once again, remember to go to this unique place, ZipRecruiter.com/barstool, BARSTOOL. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
All right, so last week we ended on the saga with what we were going to do. We offered you the spot on Team ZD. You accepted.
Yes.
And have you talked to Rico? Rico left the
I
ZD
saw Rico this morning. He just came up to me and go, "Oh, you're in the tournament, huh?" He said, "Yeah." He goes, "You look happy." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You look happy." He was referring to Silvana, I guess.
Oh.
I don't know what he meant by that.
Well, that's Rico.
Yeah.
Can I tell you this? And he joined Team Minahan too. What'd you think about that?
Crazy. I said this in the tournament. If it's up to me, I would disallow that union because people think it's fun and games. They're the two most insane people we have, and they also are the two most stubborn. If they get close enough, they'll have a falling out, and one of them will leave the company over it.
Or they'll both have a sword and cut each other's heads off.
No, it'll be the end of one of them.
So you're worried a little bit about this combination.
Listen, I like them both, but it'll be the end of one of them.
Who do you predict it to be the end of first?
Probably Rico.
Yeah. I mean,
because he can't take it. Minahan and the Minifans will push Rico too far.
And they get after it.
I know. And he can't take it. He's too thin-skinned.
He's good with the block button, though, so he could probably block all of it out.
Then he'd lose his mind. He'd be in just a four-walled room, like all white walls, just blocking people the rest of his life.
Listen, I'm a rider. You know, I hope me and Rico are fine after that.
As am I.
Yeah, we're both riders.
Is he mad at you still?
I don't know. I think we're fine, but who knows? He might get mad about this, but I told him already. I had tears in my eyes watching that Wild Thing Jeff NADU video. Legitimate tears in my eyes. That was so fucking funny. The signs that just said NADU to do.
I don't know who came up to that, but it was. You need the sound.
It is legitimately. This last one. That's what it killed me. It killed me. It killed me. That was, who made that? Can you say you made it?
I really don't know. If I had to put my, let me watch that back. Let me watch it again. Study it.
Why is there like a?
I'm just gonna look at who would have the. Play it from the top. When he comes out of the pen. Play it from the top with sound. No.
It's a little low.
There we
There you
go.
go.
Start over. All right.
The pan.
I hate this fucking song.
Oh my god. It was just
Very Barstool, very on brand. You know,
unbelievable.
looking at it, the only person I can think who could make it that clean would be a Millmore type guy. But he doesn't have that.
Possibly
like,
a Quiggs.
maybe a Quiggs. But neither of them, I feel like, would make that unprovoked. It's almost like somebody who understands Barstool from day one.
You just love NADU being like, I'm here if you need me, boss.
Yeah.
Just-
Like that combo, that type of pure, like, old Barstool genius. It just has that day one Millmore
It was
core
so funny.
Barstool. Maybe, I don't know who else could have come up with that idea. Somebody who really gets Barstool
It was so
and
funny.
who is able to get Millmore to do stuff for him when he needs it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And you know, he says his big thing is he doesn't like that we're shining light on a guy who doesn't work here anymore.
Right.
So is that does he got a point there?
No.
Or it's like, why are we giving him attention if he
No.
doesn't work here anymore?
No. Nothing Rico says has any credibility. He's forced 3 guys out.
Is that true?
Yes.
I know NADU.
Cowboy. Duca.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He's a cancer.
Did you see the other big fight that happened last week? Big T and Trista?
I did.
Thoughts?
I saw the article written. How they sit near each other? So they
Yeah.
just get on each other's nerves?
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
You're fine with that? You like that? Little
Yeah.
below the belt, little too much.
No, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. No one complained.
No,
none
I
of that.
didn't make it to my desk.
Smitty had a kid.
Good for him. Everyone has kids. I'm happy for him, but
Did you say good for him today?
yeah,
You
I
saw
walked
him?
by in the office. Said, "Congrats on the kid, Smitty." He goes, "Thanks." No, congrats. It's huge, obviously.
Yeah.
Milestone moment in his life. Good for him.
Honestly,
good for him.
Yeah. No joke you want to make here. I'm surprised you're being nice.
What would the joke be?
I don't know.
No, happy.
Good for Smitty.
Yeah.
I saw there was Troops really wants a clown face Cronky shirt.
Yeah, I said you got to guarantee me a certain amount of sales.
What's that number?
I think it was 5,000.
Did he say?
And that hasn't been confirmed.
Oh, so it's on
We
his
can't
desk.
just be willy-nilly. Everyone wants the clown shirt. The clown shirt is very special.
It's on his desk now, so it's up to him.
Yeah.
I think he could do that.
Maybe. I don't know.
People hate that guy. It's not just Arsenal
No, I
or
know.
whatever. It's not Super League people. Action Network sold for $240 million.
Crazy. Most underpaid people in the world sit in this office. If they're getting $250, we should have gotten like $2 billion.
You don't think much of them, huh? Or just
No. If they got $250, we should have gotten $2 billion. That's all.
so that's Chernin got $250?
Yeah, they had multiple owners. I think Chernin was involved. I think Fertitta Brothers were involved. I have equity in them, believe it or not.
Oh,
so
do
does
you?
Dan. I'm getting like 40 grand out of that deal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That 40 out of the 240?
Yeah.
It's something.
We actually helped build that company. Dan probably more than me. We used to promote them all the time.
Yeah, because did they do ads with us at first or no?
Yeah, ads, and we just promoted it. But no, listen, I'm very surprised who they sold it to. It was a company I never heard of.
Is there a bubble you think with this shit? Like, is there going to be something here with gambling?
I don't think it's slowing down.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is. We're in the bubble. How much people are getting?
Yeah, I mean that.
Lebitard 50 mil. Did we talk about the last show? Yeah, it's crazy how much these people are getting. Crazy.
What's his lucky point for the iCasino? Penn just bought?
Yeah, it's just a studio that allows us to like customize games for iCasino.
Okay.
So like I could be a dealer theoretically down the road.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
And we could like make games too.
Yep.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And is iCasino going to go everywhere, or is it just certain
it's all
states?
state by state.
Gotcha. Well, it kind of feels like we've been waiting for the next one for a while. Regulation and shit.
Next state to launch?
Yeah.
So Indiana's coming. We're like at the point we want to do Indiana and then maybe load up for football because sports is kind of down. So let's get it right, launch a bunch, and do a big launch towards football season.
Okay. So that'll be coming then.
Yes.
Let's do some listener questions, and then we'll get out of here. This one's from Casey. Is Uber driver Debbie ever going to go full time?
Probably not. She still does her own pizza reviews.
I heard she's got like merch and stuff too.
Yeah, she's doing her own little business, which is good for her. I'm happy for her.
Yeah. That's nice. How often do you talk to her?
Not too often.
No.
No.
And then is she going to like get back in the fold here?
Maybe if we go back into the Connecticut area.
Yeah. So she could be her driver and everything like that.
Yeah.
I feel like she'd be a good rough and rowdy appearance too. Like
just to show up.
Just to do something.
Could be.
There's definitely a good place for her, I would say. This one's from Nadav. Can we get the Barstool Carhartt jacket in the store?
What's her name?
Nadav?
No, that was a winner jacket. You had to bet and win to get it.
That's asked a lot, so I had to ask it.
Yeah, that's fair. People want it. Maybe we'll offer it again for another promo.
Yeah, people really want the Carhartt jacket. But you're pretty firm on that, right? If we release anything gambling-wise, you're not going to...
Well, it kind of ruins the giveaway.
Yeah. And that's the whole point?
Right.
Yeah. But I know... same thing with the hot dog shirts, the Fab Five. Like, there's been a lot of shit where...
Yeah, but that ruins... That's why you got to bet the giveaway.
Next one's from Scott. Any plans on expanding local content with another Barstool Chicago type deal?
No, I mean, we don't... We just look for talent. If we find funny, unique people, we'll hire them regardless of where they are. But not like, hey, we need this city, we need that city.
But we have the Twitter account, so we're just going to kind of stop at that. What if someone really like blows it up?
Well, then we'll evaluate.
Open to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think people realize like how much of it. It was a special circumstance with us because we were all with Dan.
Yeah.
This one is from Anonymous.
Oh, good.
Has Dave ever gone through a period of loneliness, and how did he get out of it?
Period of loneliness?
Yeah.
No, not really. I mean, obviously the Renee stuff was a down period, but I'm so busy all the time. That's part of it. I'm traveling, I'm just always on the road. So I'm not alone that much. I'm a loner by nature. I like being alone, but I'm not alone probably as much as I like being alone.
Yeah, I mean, the road could get lonely, though.
Yeah, but I'm with people. I mean, I'm not like, I go to Miami, I know so many people, so like I'm not really that alone.
Yeah,
I almost know more people there than I do here.
That's part of a whole crew you got down there, huh?
I just know a lot of people there, yeah.
So no, I guess not. This one's from, well, how long did it take you to get back on the horse? Like
What does that mean?
Like you said it with the Renee stuff, it was...
Well, you back on the horse. I mean,
Like
it's just different. You have somebody who's there every day who's like your partner, basically, to not.
Yeah. Next one's from Joey. How have the Logan Paul / Nick Merckx pairings gone so far?
I think Logan's gone a lot better than Nick.
Yeah. And is there a different deal structure?
Yes. Nick is more, I mean, Logan's more tied in with us. Nick didn't want to do a deal like that. It kind of shows.
So he wanted like more of a pay me per...
Logan's more equity-based. Nick's more cash-based.
Pay me per spot. Gotcha.
Yeah. I'd say it's more a traditional advertising deal with Nick, and it kind of shows.
You think it'll go better? Like, are you hopeful? Or you kind of, is what it is?
It is what it is.
Yeah. And Logan, do you talk to him a lot?
Decent amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be interesting to hear from.
Yeah.
And then I don't. Did you see Segura and Burt Kreischer want to come on?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they called it out. They want to come on the show.
Huh.
So you've been on their show before, right? With him, or maybe the one with he does with Burr, or something like that.
Yeah, I've been on a couple different things.
Yeah. All right, that's really all I got. You got anything else?
No, A+ effort from me.
Yeah, you did well. That was, I mean, the Nantucket magazine rant was.
Yeah, and again,
Energy.
I feel bad because I do like that guy Robert, and I've always gone along with him. I met him a bunch, but he definitely steamrolled me.
Were you happy with the King? Did you like get to talk to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
I mean, I hung in there. I left my glove on the field. I'm gonna go home and just go. I've probably slept like outside of today, which I had to be here, 16 out of 20. I mean, I'm just sleeping. I watched the movie Nobody. Pretty good. It's just like
What's that about?
think John Wick, except it's an everyday guy as opposed to, and it's the same exact movie. Literally the same exact movie.
All right. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's just John Wick, except now my brain's starting to fade. But what's the I'm the guy who knocks Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah.
What show is that?
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, the lawyer.
Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah, Bob Odenkirk. But what's his name in the show?
Better Call Saul. Yeah.
Better Call Saul.
Goodman.
Saul is John Wick.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's just it. That's literally the plot is the same.
I like him though. He's good.
And I could, believe it or not, watch 1 million of those movies in a row. Just change the guy. That's all it is. It's an everyday guy. He's calm. He's left his life behind. He gets dragged back in, and then he kills everybody.
That's your thing.
I could watch those all day long. I actually think it's the same producer as John Wick. It's the same movie.
It might be.
It literally is the same movie.
I mean, that's all they do now. That's all the same shit in Hollywood anyways. So
it's the same movie, but I liked it.
all right, so good review. Good review for that
If
movie.
you like John Wick, except Better Call Saul as the main character, then watch it.
And then we'll be back in studio next week. You're in New York for the next month, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So look out for some office stuff. Are we gonna? Well, I don't want to put it out there yet, but is it going to be the end of the month? You're going to get on some people's asses like you usually do?
I got to get healthy. I can't think beyond like now. I'm like starting to. I just want to go to bed and get healthy and turn my brain on. And when my brain gets turned on, watch out. But it's off. My brain hasn't even thought of working since like Saturday night.
Watch out. Watch out. All right, that's it for today, everybody. That's it for this week. We'll be back next week. We'll see you then.